Go.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome. You're here to watch the presentation of Are Your Students Driving You Crazy? And it's a practical guide to understanding students' behaviors. Okay, there's a function to every behavior. It's not just the kid is a brat, every negative behavior. The kid isn't just a brat or his parents are bad or whatever. There's only 3 reasons why our kids do things. They need sensory stimulation. You guys have had a lot of kids that maybe hum in class or fidget or move or get up or talk constantly, or to obtain an object, an activity, or attention. Those are, maybe to obtain an object, somebody who's screaming, throwing a fit. We've seen that in the store many times and with my own children. And to escape the activity. Now, most of the people in here teach higher level kids, so you may not see some of these things. Like I said, there's only 3 reasons why we see a non-desired behavior, and before you jump to a conclusion, please take a look at that behavior. It's more than just having the OT come in and go and taking a look at your child. Does the child exhibit this behavior? You got to keep data. Every time at math, maybe math is just way too hard, or every time at science, or every time before they go to gym because the gym's too loud. We can extinguish these behaviors, and I think we're on this page here. I think I got my pages copied wrong, but you can extinguish these behaviors by using preventative strategies, like if you know the child hates math, giving them, okay, we're going to do math, or showing them the schedule. We're going to do math in an hour. We're going to do math in 30 minutes. We're going to do math in 15 minutes, and prepare them for it. And also, can they have a buddy help them? You can modify the environment. You can modify the schedule, your routines, your teaching, grouping, timing of events. A lot of kids need things, one event they don't like, one event they do like, one event they don't like, one event they do like. It's called pre-macking. You want to pre-mack their schedule. Or do 4 problems, and then you can chew on your chewy tube. Do 4 more problems, you can chew on your chewy tube. You've got to take your schedule and modify it for the kid. Okay. What I deal with all the time is sensory integration. Not only do I teach fine motor skills, we also deal with sensory integration. I've had people go, why do you have the kids out in the hallway going down the ramp on the scooter board? We are working on, I'm not just having fun, we're actually working on things. I've had several kids that are scared to death to have any kind of movement whatsoever. And we have slowly worked up to the point where now they're going down the ramp and, they're putting their hands down and they're really scared. We're working on neurological reactions, the way they use their body. Some children you'll see in babies, and I see this a lot here, if their arms are extended, their knees are bent. If their arms are bent, their knees are extended. So now I'm asking them to bend their knees, extend their arms, bend their arms, extend their arms, bend their arms. So we're working on sensory stimulation, sensory integration, and trying to get some of these neurological responses correct. I've had kids, you ever seen a baby when you turn their head and they do this? It's called the Fencer's reflex. Yeah, Fencer's reflex. I've had kids in 5th grade that still had that. Imagine if you still have those baby reflexes and you're in 5th grade. Something didn't develop right. So sensory integration is the process by which the nervous system receives, we get it in, we organize it, we go, oh, the stove is hot. Pull your hand away. Filters integrate sensory information in order to make an appropriate response. Through sensory integration, the many parts of the nervous system work together so a person can interact with their environment effectively, learn from events, and experience appropriate satisfaction. My son, sensory system, just very messed up. And maybe part of it's a boy. As a little baby, he'd crawl over to the wall, bash his head, and go, and he'd do it again and again and again and again. And I'm like, what, is he mentally retarded? What is wrong with this person? Why does he keep doing the same thing over? But whether it's just a boy or he was getting something out of the deep pressure to his head or the movement of his head, I don't know. This is the same baby that every single time you would give him a bath, he would scream. Most kids love the water, right? Splashy, splashy. Not Dylan. Dylan hated the water. Dylan would scream his head off anytime he was in the water. We worked every single day on his tactile sensory system because he was so hypersensitive. Lotion rubs, massages every single day. We moved into our new house. It was built brand new, and there was just mud everywhere outside. And here's my son, and I wish to God I would have taken a picture of him, outside, literally wallowing in the mud. He was covered from head to toe, and all you could see was his eyeballs. And I went, yes, we've made it through. I mean, literally, and this is the kid that couldn't get his hands dirty, would freak out constantly to every little thing. Lotion was like, you would have thought I was killing him when I rubbed him down with lotion. And you will see some of your own children, you'll go, ooh, well, Bobby does that. It doesn't mean he's messed up. We all have issues. One of the reasons why I work with these kids is because I have so many issues. So I understand, I'm totally serious. I understand how it feels to, when you first start wearing jeans, and I would come home and literally just rip them off and walk through the house in my underwear, which my kids did not like very much. But I would walk through the house because I could not stand one more second, and this was just this fall, could not stand one more second of pants. It just maddening to go between. Every time the seasons change, I don't sleep for too much, which is fun. So there's a good portion of my life I don't sleep. Okay, here my husband did these slides for me because I cleaned the basement all weekend. So, but this is his thing. This is what he does well. Okay, here comes the science. I'm not going to go through all this. This was his idea to add this in here. But you have a little section of your brain called the thalamus, and if that is messed up, your sensory system is really messed up because that's like the control center for all this other stuff. So he found a really cute slide. There you go. I don't even think you guys have that slide. This because it's like so, whatever. But anyway, this is the thalamus, and if that's messed up, you're really messed up. Those are some of your more severe kids that you'll see. Some kids will just have their vestibular system will be messed up or whatever. Okay. All children experience some symptoms of sensory integrative problems from time to time. It doesn't mean, again, that your child's messed up if they have it. Temper tantrums, I love this because this was my son constantly. Temper tantrums do not mean he's having sensory integration problems. I've had parents say, well, he's throwing a fit. Well, why? What was your request of him? And what was your response to the fit? Did you give in? Because if you gave in to the fit, then you just said, well, go ahead and do it again. If a child truly has sensory problems, they will exhibit them at home, at school, everywhere they go, to some degree, they will exhibit them. So, just because we see it at home doesn't mean we're going to see it at school. Then it's not truly a sensory integration problem. So this is some of the stuff I get to do, and this is why I absolutely love my job, because it is so fun. I get to play all day, but we're really working. But it looks like play, and everybody thinks, oh, she's just the lady that plays all day. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, I use now, thank God, to our principal, which I'm not going to mention his name because we're videotaping this. We have a swing, and I've seen so much improvement in kids from that swing. I have kids that get on the swing and spin, and then they're supposed to have this little thing that their eyes are supposed to do this. It's called posterotary nystagmus, and they don't. Or they get up and walk. Now, I've just spun them probably 60 times really fast, and they get up and they walk. That's messed up.
But for a normal person, if she were to spin in continuous circles, she would fall into the wall.
Right.
Okay.
And you should throw up. If I get a
Yeah, I do.